Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
The Oakland Museum Library Coalition is preserving your life story for history. So why don't you introduce yourself? Tell us your name.
My name?
Mm-hmm.
My name is Ruth. Ruth Villa.
Yeah?
You know me as Ruth Villa, but I'm Ruth Villa. Why I got that name, Villa, Villa, Southern Pacific, changed our name because I had so many brothers. And when they went up to get their pay, they couldn't say Villa. So they says, we're gonna change you to Villa. And that's who changed our name to Villas.
I see. Well, what year were you born and how old are you?
I was born July the 12th, 1906.
How old are you?
How old I am?
Yeah.
I'm 96.
Where were you born?
In Plaquemine, Louisiana.
How many brothers and sisters did you have?
I had 9 brothers. It was 14 children, 9 brothers, and 4 girls.
Are you the oldest or the youngest?
I'm down to, well, there was 2 others after me.
Okay. What was it like growing up in a house with all those children?
With all those children?
Yes.
It was fun.
What did you do?
Well, my father was a teacher, a minister, and we had to gather around at dinner table after dinner. We'd have to discuss what we did today, all events. All of us around the table. That's how I grew up.
Every night at dinner time?
Mm-hmm.
Every night at dinner time?
Every night.
Tell us your father's name and your mother's name.
My father was Baptiste Villa. My father was raised by whites. He was a slave. Right?
Okay.
And they sent him to school. He went to Leland University, was a graduate of Leland.
Okay.
And I live by what my father taught me daily. I can remember when I finished high school and he was checking out the subjects for me to take. And they, when they got my report, They said, she don't need that. My father says, I want her to take everything, because if she can't make it at one thing, she could try one of the others. And that's what I did.
Tell us about the house that you grew up in.
I didn't understand.
Tell us about the house that you grew up in.
My father built the house that we grew up in, and the white family that raised him was in the lumber business, and they gave him the lumber, and he built a house that we all was born in.
So all your sisters and brothers were born in that house?
Yes, in that house.
Was your house in the country, or was your house in the city?
It was out. It wasn't right in town. It was near the town.
Did your family grow vegetables, or did you go shopping in the stores for food?
I had one brother who was interested in farming.
Okay.
And my father would acres of land for him. And he'd go through the community and pick up the people and take out to his farm, and they would raise the vegetables and all the farms.
What was it like going to school when you were a girl, a small girl?
I didn't get that.
What was it like when you were going to school, when you were a young girl? What was it like going to school then?
Oh, it was nice. It was fun going to school. And I can remember one time that in New Orleans, we had to walk through a park, and it was cold. And our neighbors, all of us would go to walk together. And I can remember I asked my friend to wipe my nose because it was so cold. So it was fun. It was a lot of fun going to school.
How many sons and daughters did you have?
How many did I have?
Did you have?
I didn't have any sons. I had two daughters,
okay.
And that's why I adopted Huey Newton, the Panthers.
Okay.
So all of the Panthers was my sons.
So you did a lot of political endeavors here in Oakland?
Oh yes, yes. I'm in this apartment. He was in this apartment while he was building it.
Really?
And I slept in a sleeping bag for a year, and this was the first apartment that was finished. And this is where I sold my home. And he says, this is the place for seniors, and it's centrally located. You go to Washington, and you go to Sacramento all the time, and you can get the bus at the local hotel, and go to Washington and Sacramento, wherever you go. And that's why I'm here. So he says, so you can stay here until you die. And it seems that's what I'm trying to do. But my daughter said she just didn't want me in here. This is a jungle now. It's heavily loaded with drugs, and she's going to take me. I said, well, he told me to stay here until I die. She says, well, he is gone now. He can't do nothing for you. So. Well, I'm listening to my spiritual advisor, Cecil Williams, and my doctor. And Dr. Scott is my doctor, and he said, it isn't time for her to move yet. So we're running this to my daughter that he's running it, so let her stay there where she is familiar with the scenery and I just stay in that window. They gave me a pillow to lean. I watch buses. I watch the cars. I watch the telephone when they finish in the evening. And my grandsons used to drive their cars in the back and wipe their cars off, and I'm in the window, and they wave, and I wave. So now they're gone, and I'm still in the window. And Darling, just all of them. Yeah. With the Panthers. My daughters, this is my daughter. One of them, the other one, and this is the other one, she died. And little Bobby Hutton was killed, and they was teenagers, so they went to the funeral. And they came back and said, Mama, you spending all your energy with the League of Women Voters. You should work with an organization and help all people. I said, what organization is that? They said, the Panthers. I said, where do they meet? They said, at Father Wallace's church on West Street. So I found out that I don't work there. And I started watching Bobby and hearing, giving the sign and all to the young people when they came in. And I held my hand up. And he said, yes, ma'am. I said, I can't be a Panther. And I like what you all are doing. How can I help you? He said, you can be in our meetings and let us know when we're going in the wrong direction. And that's how I got started with them and the breakfast for the children. I like that. So I questioned the kids that are here. I said, why are you coming here to eat breakfast? Why don't you eat at home? They said, because we don't have anything and our mother don't get up to fix us. And so we come here and they feed us. So I carried the Breakfast for Children program over to Glide. And we had the program over there, so that's how I got involved with the Panthers. And so this picture you see here, every time there was a trial, I was there. Most people was trying to get in. I was with the crowd trying to get in. So somebody told Huey I was out there, and he said, every child needs its mother. I want you all to bring my other mother in here. And they said, who? So he says, Ruth Jones. So he came out and asked for Ruth Jones. And that's how I got involved with the Panthers. So every place they went, they wanted their mother with them. And when I would be walking down Oakland streets, he said, whenever you see our other mother walking, give her a ride. And they'd stop me and asked me if I wanted them to take me, and I said no. So they told Huey, well, she don't want to ride, she wants to walk. But every place that they went, I went with them. And I would drive, I had a station wagon. I would drive to Angela's trial every day, and I would see all the people going to the program, they'd honk them at me and wave, and I was going now. So those are some days that I can remember, and I stand in that window and think of all those times and all the good things that we was trying to do, and to see now how things is going down to just nothing.
How did you decide to come to Oakland?
Well, my brothers came. In those days, the Southern Pacific was bringing in workers to, like, employees to different places. So my brother, Spencer, who was one of the oldest, came to California, and my father came, and they all worked. And after my father came, my mother said she didn't want to leave her friends, so she wanted to stay in Louisiana. But my father decided that he wanted me to come here and go to school, and that's how I came.
How old were you when you came?
I was a teenager there. Yes.
And you graduated from school?
Yeah. I went back to New Orleans because I wanted to go to my friends at New Orleans University, and that's where I went back to New Orleans University, and I went there, and I finished high school, and I came back here and went to UC.
What was it like going to UC Berkeley at that time? Were there many black people there?
No, not too many, because I have read Marie Jenkins, and let's see who else. It was about 5 or 6 of us.
Were you all friends? Or you knew each other?
Oh, yes, we knew each other, because that's when we met the Lionel Wilson and the Broussard and all of them. We met all of them there. And we was all teenagers. And those days, they had a hall called a Lion Hall, and we would go there and wait for the guys to ask us to dance, and we'd be sitting on the side. And I used to kid Lionel after he got to be there all the time. I said, Lionel, you never did ask me to dance. I said, why you didn't ask me to dance? Wasn't that color you wanted? He said, no, I was a friend of all your brothers. So those were some really good, nice days. The kids don't have the fun that we had.
What neighborhood did you live in Oakland at that time? Were there a lot of black people living in Oakland?
So when we first came here, we settled in California and Asheville, and there wasn't any blacks there. And no children. So my father, that house is still there, oh my God. I lived there after my cousin died. That was Miss Martin. Ella Martin lived there. So then my sister, the Duprees, came, and that's when I stayed with her, because my father had to, it was too many kids there. But Princess and Linda lived, that's it. And I can remember there wasn't very many blacks in Oakland now.
What is the most memorable thing that you can think of when you came here when you were a young lady?
Huh?
What is the most memorable event you can think of when you were a young lady here in Oakland? Or a precious moment that
That was one that stood out, going to that hall in Berkeley, and going to, I'll never forget that, how we all used to be, but we all knew each other.
everybody had an automobile in those years. Families now have 2 and 3 automobiles in a house. Was it like that when you were growing up?
No, well, we had one for the family, but we didn't have but one.
What did you do to earn a living after you graduated?
Well, there was nothing but domestic workers, because we used to go downtown on Thursdays. They would all get off on Thursdays. And I felt that I wanted to go to work now, too. So my father said he didn't want me to do that type of work. We were all teachers, my sisters, and we. But anyway, I wanted to go to work, and I answered an ad. The lady's name, Bullis, her name was. And I went, and she said, "You haven't worked before? I can't hire you. You don't have a reference." I said, "You hire me, then you can give me a reference." And she was a club lady, and she used to leave all the things that I had to do. And I had to just do it. So I didn't know how to fix it, how to cook. So I called my brothers, and every day, whatever there was, they'd tell me on the phone how to fix it. And that's what I did my first job.
How long did you work for her?
Oh, well, I don't know how long. Then I worked for the ladies at Shattuck Avenue. Their family, I worked for them, too. There was just two families. And after that, I went into nursing. I took nursing. And I worked at all the hospitals in Oakland. I went back to New Orleans and went to Charity Hospital and took a course, and I worked there for 2 infirmaries.
So, how long did you work for Alameda County?
Now, I retired from Alameda County, and oh gee whiz, I have been in there. The first lady that hired me, I can't think, and I don't know what her name is now. Anyway, I worked for I can't remember her name now. I can't remember the year. And then I went into teaching. Wilson Rouse Sr. hired me. He said, "We need more teachers like you, having compensatory education." I worked at, that's when I taught.
Did you enjoy it after you got that position?
I enjoyed it, yes, I did. I really enjoyed the kids. I really did. That's what I started.
What person do you think in your lifetime influenced you the most?
Influenced me the most?
Yes.
My father.
Your father? Of all the people, even to this day?
Because I live daily by what he taught me.
Okay. What are you doing now that you've retired?
Now I'm just thinking of all the things that I did and the risks that I have taken against the system, trying to help the blacks and the communities, along with what the Panthers stood for, because in those days they would go and knock down on the doors and pull the people out, and the Panthers would go and help them and tell them that straighten themselves up so they can get a job. I can remember when they used to, like I see the people loitering outside Stanley. The Panthers used to take them, bathe them, make them take a bath and cut their hair, go downtown to the merchants and get jobs for them. That's what they need now. They need to make these people respect themselves, respect others, so that they can get a job. There's too many people walking out with no job and not taking care of their children. If I was able, I'd get out there and get a gang and we'd go and clean up Oakland.
Do you believe that living in the Bay Area has been a plus or a minus for you?
It has helped me so many ways, because whatever I turned to do, I was able to do it. I feel that this is the place where I grew up, and this is the place I want to see progress made. I remember I used to, I knew every merchant on the store all the way to 14th Street. And when the kids came out across from Kaplan's, they had a donut shop there. I used to get the kids from high school, go to that donut shop, and we would work there. And I trained them right in that donut shop. Now it's a parking lot. And I can see how the change came about. And so many people has gone on, and I'm still right here, hanging around here. But I can't do nothing now but think of it.
Is there something else that you would like to say that you think that children or youth or young adults need to think about or focus on now?
First of all, they need to focus on respecting each other. And I think the teachers need to first tell them how to dress and how to gain respect, and that way they will be respected.
Do you have a favorite expression?
Do I have what?
A favorite expression or quote that you think of, like a daily message or something that you think about? Not necessarily?
No, because I think maybe if you grow up in a Christian home, you think about that, how you grew up.
Okay. You did some work with John George.
Yes.
Talk about that. What did you do?
I went with John. We had meetings with the supervisor. We went to West Oakland with the seniors and would take them out.
How did you meet him? How did you happen to start working with him?
How did I meet him? I don't remember. I met him through the lawyers, Lionel Wilson and them, and that's how I met John George.
What about Byron Rumford?
Oh, he's one of our favorite black men. Big shoulder, tall. He did so much for the community.
And what kinds of things did you do when you were working with him?
We just meet and talk about civic affairs and how the community.
And you did some work with Ron Dellums also?
Yes.
And your function there, what kinds of work did you do with him?
Mm-hmm.
What kinds of things did you do with him also?
Go and ask the people to vote for him.
Okay.
We needed somebody like that in office.
Tell me about your travels. You've traveled? Have you traveled many places?
I traveled just to D.C. I never did get to go to Africa, but I wanted to. My daughter went, and I didn't get to go.
So what did you do when you went to Washington, D.C.?
Lobby and talk to the legislators.
In behalf of Oakland or the people, or what? When you were there lobbying?
Well, when I went to lobby, we went to Social Security, and there was one lady from San Francisco that was a senior, and he was trying to get Reagan to pass a bill for us. And we were standing waiting for him to come in, and he said, I said, I'm not going to let you, I held my hand out, I'm not going to let you in until you say you're going to sign that bill. He said, what bill is that? And I quoted the number to him. And he said, oh, it just don't make sense for me to take from the haves to get to the have-nots. So then he left, and we came on back to San Francisco, and about 6 o'clock my phone rang, and they said, Reagan signed the bill. So I said, oh, because he remembered that black woman and that white one asking him to sign the bill, so he signed the bill.
Did you know Reverend Roy Nichols?
Oh, yeah, and that was one of my boys. Oh, yes, indeed.
Well, tell me about it.
He was out there where we wanted him to be fighting for us. Yes, he was, yes.
You also knew Angela Davis?
Yes, I knew Angela. I met Angela through her mother and through Moore, the lawyer. And Angela said whenever she looked out in the courtroom among the crowd and see me, she just was able to let them try.
Well, what about Father Neil, the Panthers minister?
Father Neil, he's one of my workers and my boys, oh Lord Jesus, all of them.
About what kind of things you did when you were with him?
What kind of things?
Yeah, what kind of activities did you participate in?
Every bill, every issue that came up, and they were sponsoring it and recommending, I was there with them.
So you went to a lot of legislative meetings?
Yes.
A lot of council meetings?
Yes.
And how long did you do that? For how many years did you do all this political work? 10 years? 15 years? How long were you involved in all these things?
All my adult life.
What about Renee Davidson?
Who?
Renee?
Oh, Lord, yes. Alhamdulillah. My Lord, I can't be all gone.
Or one of the most enjoyable periods of your life working with politics and the community?
Working with the people, all people. All people. See that. Yeah.
Well, you have had a great influence on all black politicians in the past
Yeah.
Oakland, right?
Yeah.
Well, what do you feel about the city of Oakland? Seems like it's been
Well, it's I told, well, and Paul workers, cutting us, and I want to get around, because he was there. So I said, we were at the ground I used to sit, because his parents used to leave him, and I would watch all the kids. I said, we at the ground, I used to take care of. He said, yes, I am. I got the same heart. I said, yeah, beating up people and something. It's the same deal now.
Do you believe that Oakland is taking a step forward or just standing still?
So like you all going to be rich. There's all rich for all of this.
What kind of things do you think we should be involved in doing?
Well, the kids start at the kids level. Get these kids and tell them it's not the way to do it. It's fun growing up with stuff. Look at us. What's your deal? What's your brother?
Tell us about your brother.
We would go to church on Sundays, and after church we gather, all of us would go meet at my mother's. So he told us that is when my sister come from church to take a picture, and that's why I'm walking there and he's standing waiting for me to come from church. And then this man takes our picture. He didn't go to church, but he waited for us to come back from church and we'd all meet at my mother's house.
What do you want to be remembered for by your children, your grandchildren, maybe your great-grandchildren? What do you want them to remember you most for?
Well, right now, I told my great-grand, who got grades, I said, no, I don't want to see you cut your hair and have those baggy pants with. And came here, I pulled them up, and I said, well, that's your way, she pulled it. Don't cut your hair like that, because you upset me. So that, he said, I'm going to have to go to the barber before I go to Grandma's house.
How many great-grandchildren do you have?
I don't know. I told my daughter I wish she would call them and let me know, because the God was here week before last that I haven't ever seen.
Is there anything else you would like to talk about? What I'd like you to talk about right now is Luther Williams. Did you go to Glyde Memorial?
Yes, I go to Glyde. I was a trustee. So when I carried that program for the breakfast for children, Sister said, you were here all the time, because I had a table there, and would get money for the Panthers. He said, you're here all the time. Why don't you join? But I didn't join them. I went every day, every Sunday, a girl, my holiday, she carried me over. She said, Ruth, I'm going to take you over to a church where you don't have to dress up like we dress up on Sunday and go. You can go anywhere, any place. And we were sitting there. So I said, Mom, there's a minister. She was up there saying, oh, she said, where's the minister? I said, Ruth, I thought that's the minister. I said, really? So that's how I know. And I went to CISA. And after that, CISA, you join. I joined, they made me a trustee, and I served all the time as a trustee. And now I'm their mother, the mother of the church. So they pick me up now and take me whenever they're having something. They give me.
Well, I can see that you've had an enjoyable time in your life.
Yes.
I see you have some photos up there. So I'd like you to talk about your photos that you have up there.
Well, this is my father. And this is my mother.
And where were those pictures taken?
In Louisiana. Let's see. I guess in Louisiana. No. Where was it taken? Let me see now. That looks like the North Oakland.
Talk about this picture right here.
This one?
No, the other one.
This one?
Yes.
That's when I had left church and was there to my mother's on 34th Street. Yes.
The next picture. Talk about that picture.
This one?
Yes.
Well, this is Huey. When Huey wanted me, this is me. This is Charles Gary, that's his lawyer, and this is his bodyguard. That's my boy.
Is there anything else you want to tell us that you think we need to know?
Well, I don't know what else. It's just that all the legislators, Bobby Lee, is trying to do a job, and you all try to help Bobby Lee. Push her on, because she started in Ron's office, and she's sticking there and trying to do a job, but she can't do it by herself. She needs help.
Well, I'd like to say that the coalition is proud to have you as part of our eternal voices, that you're going to be one of our great historians. We've really enjoyed hearing from you. Thank you.
Well, you're welcome. But I've enjoyed it too, because I forget myself when I begin to talk of all the things we used to do and the risks we used to take. Caesar preached about the risks, and I can remember the one risk that I had. I met right over there at that building where they used to meet, and they was going to a meeting, and the FBI was there with them, following them. And I was in the station wagon. So I stopped them. I said, put your driver's license and everything in the glove compartment, because they're going to stop you. Then I asked them, I said, officer, why are you going to stop them? He said, because we didn't like the way they was driving. I said, I was driving behind them, and I didn't see anything wrong they was doing. So he let them go. That's one thing. They was going to a meeting in San Francisco where Eldridge was there. And Eldridge, got out the back way and left the country. Oh, I said, Elvis is gone. I stopped him. Oh, yes. So those are, remember, taking a risk. That was a risk.
That was a risk.
Another one was, I was in here and somebody knocked on the door and they said, this is the FBI. I said, what you want? Nobody's done anything, or you haven't done anything, but we want to talk to you. You can help us. I say, help you? I say, wait, I'll talk to you with my lawyer and my minister. Who are they? I said, Charles Gary and Cecil Williams. They said, we don't want to talk to them. So I said, well, I'm on my way. They went downstairs and sat in the car and waited for me to come. I went downstairs, went out the back way, got on the bus, and went on over the glide. I said, Cecil, the FBI at the house, what they want? I said, I don't know. They said they want to talk to me. He said, what did you tell them? I told them to talk with me, with Charles Gary and you. He said, okay, let them come. Cecil walked the floor. He was walking. We waited. They never did come. so those are the risks.
Those are some of the risks that you
And my brother used to tell me, Joe's father used to tell me, he called the family together. We don't know what we're going to do with our sister. She's out there with Huey Newton, picketing our friend. See, my family had a liquor store, First Villa's liquor store, and they was picketing the cowpack, Boyette on Grove Street. I went to the parked my car, got me a picket sign, and walked with Huey. And when my brother, that was my brother's friend, and we're in the same business. My brother said, my sister's lost her mind. She have lost her mind. She's out there picketing our friend Boyette with Huey Newton. So when I got home, they said, just tell us why you out there picketing our friend. I said, because they let the people know that they shouldn't drink liquor and not take care of their family. And that's see, the guys used to finish work on Saturdays and go in the back and park and get a bottle and sit back there and talk and drink. And that's what the Panthers didn't want them to sell them anything till they went home with their checks and took care of their families. So those are the things that stands out with me and says, oh Lord, if we had people doing some of the things that they used to take care of years ago, our children wouldn't be killing up each other.
I thank you very much. Just wonderful talking to you and hearing the things that you have to say. You truly have a memorable life.
Thank you.